Stephen, it's the 19th of February as we record. We are just about 2 weeks plus away from spring practice. That's exciting. At this time last year, it was the wide open quarterback competition that was gaining all the attention. What is going to catch your eye, do you think, first and foremost in evaluating spring practice?
Well, the first thing is going to be mark the offensive line. I've always said this. I'm a big man in a slender man's body. So you got to look at the offensive line first. When you lose, guys like J.C. Latham off to the NFL draft, you lose Seth McLaughlin to the transfer portal. He's now at Ohio State. You lost Terrence Ferguson to the transfer portal. He's now at Florida State. So there's some guys that you have to replace. However, you do have three guys returning that do have experience. With Tyler Bucker back, Jaden Roberts back, Elijah Pritchett back. You pull in some guys from the transfer portal with Naquil Bertrand from Texas A&M and also Parker Brailsford from Washington at that center position. So you lose some guys, you have some guys with experience returning, and you pull some guys from the portal. But the big thing here is with this timing offense that Kalen DeBoer likes to run, you got to have an offensive line that can block at the first level, get up to that second level, quickly handle a linebacker, and just be able to move and have that marquee, pure athleticism. You look at the last 2 years, Washington's offensive line only allowed, 16 sacks total to Michael Penix Jr., including 11 from this past season. Jalen Milroe just alone last season was sacked 44 times. So that's definitely a number he would like to get down. That's definitely a number Alabama fans would like to get down. And that's a number that Kalen DeBoer will try to work down. So this offensive line, definitely the group that I will have my eye on first and foremost under a coach Kaplovich.
Stephen, as we work through winter workouts, what are you hearing back from there? And in addition to just your own scouting report and what you know about some of these incoming freshmen of who may make an immediate splash?
Well, right now the guys are working their tails off, marking the offseason program. David Ballou, the director of sports performance, is putting it on these guys in the weight room. I mean, these guys are deadlifting, they're bench pressing, they're power cleaning, they're doing all they can to get the strength there, to have the speed there, to put themselves in top physical shape when you talk about going into spring practice. In terms of freshmen, at the position I'm going to have my eyes on, Mark, the defensive secondary. It's going to be a young group back there, especially with Kool-Aid McKinstry off to the NFL draft, Terrion Arnold off to the NFL draft, Jalen Key off to the NFL draft. You lost Earl Little to the transfer portal. He's now at Florida State. You lost Antonio Kite to the portal. He's now at Auburn. You lost Des Ricks to the portal. He's now at Texas A&M. You lost Trey Amos to the portal. He's now at Ole Miss. So many guys that were lost to the portal to other programs, and you lose three guys to the NFL draft. You're going to have young defensive backs back there. The only guy returning with marquee big game experience is Malachi Moore in that defensive secondary room. Now, of course, you bring back Devontae Smith as well, but he suffered an injury. He had a foot injury last year. Didn't play all that much until the latter portion of the 2023 campaign. So a lot of freshmen, when you look at guys like Dre Kirkpatrick Jr., Xavier Brown, Peyton Woodyard, Xavier Mincy, Rydarius Morgan, a lot of these young men, they're going to have a shot to come in here and have an opportunity to battle for either getting a starting job or having some marquee playing time. And a lot of these freshmen very excited. You throw in Jalen Mbakwe as well in there, looking at some time there in that defensive secondary. Quite a few of these guys have been posting pictures on their social media of their locker room. So a lot of these guys are already getting acquainted with their new locker at the University of Alabama, whether it's Jalen Mbakwe, the 5-star from Clay Chalkville High School, whether it's Peyton Woodyard from St. John's Bosco High School in California, whether it's Big William Sanders from Brookwood High School here in the state of Alabama. Just several guys getting acquainted here with their locker in Tuscaloosa, with their locker in the program, and just very much so excited here for spring practice to start and kick off. But that defensive secondary is one where we could see a lot of these true freshmen from this 2024 class make their headway.